I think we'll have coffee as I meet my new computer. Well, at least I'm going to have coffee. You can, of course, have anything you want, but coffee kind of remains my go-to. And in a sense, my new computer is my go-to computer, but a fancy version of it. At first glance, you might not even think that it is a computer. People don't often think of Kindles as computers, but it is, and it's one of those sort of computers that does things in the background, more or less. I guess this is an unboxing. The first Kindles were boxed magnificently, but as Amazon has begun to save the world, they came up with this frustration-free packaging, and I noticed that no one is able to open it with the first tab. Anyway, I have been flirting, as it were, with this Kindle. I guess I should say it is indeed the Kindle Scribe. And I got the basic model with the basic pen because I'm not going to put every book I own on it. And if I did, I would have gotten the bigger one. And I got the basic pen because I haven't used erasers and a pencil for so long. I have no muscle memory for that. And these little tabs along here will do everything the button and the fancy one will do. But the basic pen has no mechanical parts to go clonkers with. So let's look at the pen and stuff first. It is a standard Wacom pen, which is convenient because if I don't like this, there are a lot of others I could buy, and it's elegant and gray, and of course I like that. It has little groove down the side. I don't quite know what that's for, but it has a little flat place which makes it feel comfy, cozy. Put that aside. A USB-A to USB-C charging cable. I don't know that I'll ever use this cable, so let's slide it back in the little package because I have so many. But, well, you can have too many cables, and you probably do. I probably do. There are extra tips, and it is actually these tips that convinced me that I might like to invest. Oh, and there's a puller outer guy too. They are kind of a felt pen feeling tip. I mentioned when I got my fancy new notebook that I can't write with a ballpoint very well. And I used to write with fountain pens, but I was always making a mess. So felt tip pens are not saving the world, you use them and throw them away. But I like the way they drag, so to speak, on the paper. I am a clunky writer, and I like to have some resistance. And I have enjoyed using this notebook. Actually, I use it mostly to make notes for videos because that's sort of my major hobby these days. But it doesn't have an index, and as I use more and more of it, it'll be harder and harder to find things. Right now I have a book dart, one of the best inventions ever. Let's see, showing my calendar, and it's basically where I put dates for videos. But as it gets thicker, more use, it will be more and more inconvenient. Whereas this little guy not only is said to feel like a real pen on real paper. I mean, to be honest, I can do everything on my Samsung tablet that I can do on here, and of course more. But in fact, I can do side-by-side screens. Oh, I always like to, save the paper, so if I do pass it on, it'll be lovely, but I don't know that I can. But writing on my tablet is like writing with a ballpoint. You can get those paper-like screen protectors, but they make your screen less sharp. So here it is, the thing, and it has no speakers or anything. My first Kindle was, here it is now actually, it was a Kindle Paperwhite, the one that had it was an MP3 player basically, and I really liked that thing, and I stuck it in my pocket, my front pocket, and squatted over, and it went, and it didn't work no more. And my mother always put pictures of dead family members on the television set with a candle, so I did that too. I later had, what is that? That's the closest version of this, the Kindle Oasis, and I liked very much that it had this side holding thing, but it would not go in my back pocket, which is the safer place. So I have now this lovely Kindle Paperwhite, and it will go in my back pocket. I gave the Oasis to my niece, not just out of avuncular affection, but because it wouldn't fit in my pocket. In between the Oasis and the Paperwhite, I had a white regular Kindle, which I liked because at the beach it didn't get hot. I like these little feet. They keep it off the surface, and I suppose keep it sliding around, keep the back from getting so nasty. Power button, charging port, and that's it. No page turn buttons like they used to be in the old days. Anyway, I like that little white Kindle, but it had USB, micro USB, and I am getting rid of the micro USB bits of my life. Oh, of course, the flat part. The flat part is that it will attach magnetically. Duh. They make some fancy covers for this, but my theory is that if I want to prop it up at an angle, I'll use some of the really old technology, and I can do it that way. So I got just the basic sleeve. Cost a lot less. It also was, of course, on sale during the everything Amazon is on sale days, and I'm sure be on sale when you see this video. I'm knocking my camera around, sorry. I had a sleeve like this for I guess my niece still has a sleeve like this for the Oasis, and it was very convenient. I could throw it in my backpack and not worry. There's a little loop to hold the pen, and it's a substantial feeling case. It's made of that pleather stuff, which means nothing except that, again, is one of those cheaper things, cheaper than leather, and I get to feel like I'm saving the world. Well, I will crank it up and get back to you in a few minutes. As I'm getting ready to put this away, I notice that there is at least a little bit of cardboard in here to protect the thing as it's shipping. And I'm not wishing that this were more cardboard that would be harder to store. Setting it up was amazingly simple, and that should be no surprise, in as much as Amazon is used to me now. I've had numerous Kindles over the years, and so that didn't take long at all. So here it is, updating, of course, because anytime you buy anything, there are updates, it appears. So we'll be back to you in a few minutes or seconds or so. Well, there were 2 updates, and that didn't take long, and I love the screensavers. I was hoping it would show up with one of those hints that writing would come in the future, but it kind of showed up with a cabin in the woods, a fancier cabin than the tin can. Let's see what it looks like. And look, there it is, all me with my recent items. You Can't Go Home Again that I bought for 99 cents. Some things I'm thinking of rereading and the like, but here's what's new. You know, if you guys really want it, I'll make a video about why I think Kindles are better than books. I mean, for years I spent $450 a month renting an apartment to basically just store my 3,500 books, and now, well, I can take my books with me anywhere. But they have notebooks now. And unlike the paper notebooks, I have a variety that I can choose from. And so I'll put on my fancy new reading glasses and see. Tap an icon to create a notebook. Let's tap an icon and create a notebook, shall we? Where is there an icon? Oh, it's nice to have a little learning experience. Oh, tap the plus icon. Duh. The plus icon. This is supposed to be faster than previous Kindles. We'll see. Create a notebook. And notice that I can choose a variety of templates. I tend to like blank templates best. And so here is a blank template that has instructions and has a variety of pens. Does my fancy thing work? So far it's kind of, oh, I guess I have to say okay first. Okay, now then, you see, I can select a stylus. Some people have complained about refresh rates, but of course that's just inherent in e-ink. Oh, I realized I was covering my instructions. You know, the refresh rate on e-ink is about 12 hertz rather than 120 hertz, but it means that you get batteries for days, and you can watch in the full sunshine. And so let's go to next, and I'm going to start writing. I hope I'm going to start writing. Oh, no, I can highlight. There's more. So you can just do all kinds of cool shit with this thing. I don't know how to do it yet, but I will. Okay, let's choose a pen tip. And I have chosen this one. And I notice that there is almost no lag. That was one of the things that was advertised. I had considered a number of different e-ink writers, tablets. They make a whole bunch of them these days, and some of them run the Android app or the Google. Let's erase this stuff. No, that's not the eraser. See, it's a learning experience, I swear. Some of them will run the Amazon App Store. And, you know, the thing is, the Amazon App Store is just not built for e-ink. And some of them are in color even. They're even color e-ink readers. But this does feel like writing on paper. And as I say, it doesn't seem to have much lag at all. Let's see if I can make it erase. Can I make it erase? I can go back. Is that the erase one? Oh no, this is the highlighter. Anyway, there's just all sorts of things I have not begun to learn, which I hope I will. I see. Erase selection. I have to, oh look, I can erase the page. Move that to the right side and you can see it better. Anyway, you know, we're early on this learning curve. There. Oh, see, there's the erase. No, it works fine. I just don't work fine. Not yet. But I'm hoping that I will love this thing for a long while. I had considered waiting for the Lenovo paper, but it kept being delayed and delayed and delayed, and it does not support, you know, the Kindle aspect of this little guy. And the fact that this is a notebook and writer is rather deluxe, and it's also less expensive than all the others. Oh, I feel like I should be doing something, you know, just brilliant here, and obviously I am not. But when you get yours, link below, you can do brilliant stuff. And I'll spend the next few days or hours or playing around with my new computer. I realize that this has been nothing like a review, and there are all sorts of marvelous things you can do with this and with all the new Kindles about adjusting the lightness and all that I have not mentioned. And you know, this is not a review. This is a kid at Christmas opening a toy that he had only seen pictures of before, in which he likes quite a lot so far. I'm kind of in my 19th childhood, and this may be my 19th Kindle. The universe may be intelligent, and I'm just still working on it. We'll see.